You've worked hard to build a dream retirement. Now it's time to put that plan into action. This is Retire ATL with Aaron Vincent and Matt Decker. The team at Vincent Financial wants to help you build, protect, and grow income to get you to and through retirement. Now, Retire ATL with Aaron Vincent and Matt Decker.
This is the Retire ATL podcast, all powered by the Vincent Financial Group. You can get more when you visit retireatlradio.com. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for downloading. Now, let's get to the show. My name is Mark Owens, and we got a call a couple of weeks ago from a gentleman listening to this show, and he simply said, "Are you really from here? You talk about how you live here, you work here, you play here. Vincent Financial Group, yeah, you have an office in Woodstock," and I'm kind of paraphrasing the conversation, but he was kind of calling y'all out to say, "Oh, you talk about Woodstock, but are you really here?" So I think what he's getting at is, are you local? Vincent Financial Group, we talk about how you enjoy being here, but I'm going to challenge you on this one too. So to prove this is not a syndicated show that runs up and down the East Coast and not just here in Atlanta, but it runs in Chicago, New York, L.A., out west. Aaron Vincent, going to start with you. Off the top of your head, give me your 3 favorite spots to play in Metro Atlanta.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, we took our whole team, our whole staff and their spouses, if they have them, to a place in Decatur called the White Bull. It's a restaurant.
Nice.
Phenomenal. If you haven't been there before, you need to go. That was awesome. That's if I want to venture ITP.
Yeah.
That's
a drive.
Which I do not.
I don't do that a lot.
Okay. So, you got me, all right? You got me.
Okay, I got another one for you. The Georgia Firing Line in Marietta.
Go on.
It's a gun shop.
Very good.
It's a shooting range.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah. Get out some
That's
aggression.
10 minutes from my house.
Very good.
And our office. Roberto's in downtown Woodstock. It's become kind of a consistent for me and my wife on date night.
I love that.
Man, I could go on. We have a farm. My favorite place, our farm is just out past Rome.
It's a beautiful place.
Take that, hour or so drive as often as I can because it's like a little slice of heaven for me.
I love that.
There's a few.
Matt Decker?
Yeah, for me, my favorite place to eat is probably Little Alley's. I go there maybe once a year, twice a year. Love it.
I saw you there 3 times last week.
I put it on the corporate card.
It was a meeting, I promise.
I promise. I had prospects with me. No, I don't get there very often, Aaron, actually. But I love that place. Love the vibe down there. And my boys and I, we love walking in downtown Woodstock, and we'll always stop by Mad Life because there's almost always someone playing outside. And they get some good people, not even on the inside. I mean, the inside shows are phenomenal. I love going there. But just the guys who kind of play outdoors, like there's some phenomenal artists that play. And so we go, we stand there, we listen like that. And then also my boys really love the Battery.
Yeah.
Just kind of the whole vibe of the Battery it's a cool place to be. They had a School of Rock recital there last year at, I'm forgetting the name, the piano bar.
Park Bench.
Park Bench, yep. So that was really cool. Nice. Get to see them do that.
I'm going to see Eric Church at State Farm Arena in March, and I can't wait for that.
That's going to be awesome.
So there's that too.
Speaking of Mad Life, we went and saw a George Strait cover band.
We did.
And he literally walked from the office.
I did.
I was Matt, do you need to ride back to your car? No, man, I'm walking.
No, man, I'm walking.
No, man.
Don't ruin this for me. Let me walk.
I'm a troubadour. I'm going to make them walk.
Right.
So they live here, they work here, they play here, and they know the economy of Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, and the surrounding area. We invite you to meet the team, get more, retireatlradio.com, and that's why that initial consultation, no cost, no obligation, just an opportunity to get to know each other, the team from the Vincent Financial Group. Again, 770-741-0120 or retireatlradio.com. Play your cards right. He'll take you out to dinner on the corporate card. All right, so let's get to it. Dick Van Dyke recently turned 100, celebrated his 100th birthday, and he's not alone. The Census Bureau says the number of Americans that will reach the age of 100 is expected to quadruple over the next 30 years. So currently, people age 100 or above make up less than 5% of the population, but within the next 30 years, it'll be a full 1%, which is a lot.
That's
This
wild.
used to never happen. So how do you respond to something? We're living longer. It's not a cliche. It's really happening.
And it's going to keep happening. I mean, with all the things going on with medical advancements and nanotechnology and all the things, for better or for worse, people are going to start living longer. And
do we want to?
Yeah. I don't want to live so long that I can't, touch my toes or get up off the ground. Like,
Can you do those things now?
Yeah. Come on, man.
I don't know why.
I can't.
You can't touch your toes?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I got to bend my knees a little bit.
I can pull them up to my chest.
Oh, wow. Mark's in a pretzel. Right now.
DDPY Yoga, by the way.
Also based here in Atlanta.
In Smyrna, Georgia, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Love it.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And I think people know this, though. I mean, we're having more and more conversations just sort of organically in our office of someone just said recently, hey, the calculations I've been doing is been to like my mid-80s. My plan needs to last into my mid-80s because that's the life expectancy. I've just assumed the average life expectancy, and we've done all of our calculations. My advisor, that I've been seeing for a long time, that he's got me living to 85. And I thought that was good, but my mom just turned 97. And so I'm rethinking that. And so those are good conversations, and it's not a problem, but you want to have that conversation and begin to do that math before you turn 84.
Absolutely.
And you begin living past that life expectancy
Probably
age.
before you retire.
For sure.
You want to be having that conversation before you even decide, hey, I'm going to stop the W-2 or I'm going to, hang up the cleats and I'm going to retire. You want to have a good idea of how long is your money going to last. Is it going to outlast you, or are you going to outlast your money? Chances are you're probably going to live longer than you think. You're probably going to live longer than your parents, just with where we are with technology. The big thing here for me is long-term care.
Yeah.
So many people just, man, I get it. It's hard to have a box for long-term care in our minds, unless you've been through it, unless you've had a family member that's gone through it, or you have a loved one who's, God forbid, in like a memory care facility. We have some clients that are paying $10,000 a month for a memory care facility for, a brother or a sister or a mom or a dad. That's wild. And so I would encourage all of you, if you have people in your life who are getting to that age, or if you're doing some serious planning for retirement and you haven't looked at this, there's a great resource for you. All you need to do is go to Google and you can just put in Genworth, that's with a G, Genworth cost of care. They do a study every single year. Genworth used to be the biggest long-term care provider out there. I don't even think they do it anymore. But they still do this Genworth cost of care study, and it will show you the average expenses based on zip code. So you can type in, where you think you'll be, put in the zip code, average expenses for home health care, for assisted living, for adult daycare, and for like semi-private and fully private nursing home care. And when you go there, it's going to show you like, okay, well, here's what the cost is today. And right now, it's crazy. I mean, we just said we've got clients that are paying $10,000 a month for memory care. But if you're not there yet, we can't forget about inflation. And the inflation rate on long-term care services is about double to 2.5 times the inflation rate of everything else, because it's going to be the medical cash cow.
Right.
Like that's where this is going. And so
everywhere I turn in Woodstock, where I live, there's a new retirement facility or whatever they want to call it.
You all see it. Everyone sees it.
On every corner.
It's everywhere. You all see it. And if you're like, why are there so many of these like memory cares, adult living facility? Well, this is why. Because this is going to be the next cash cow. It already is, but it's only accelerating as people live longer. And so you need to have an idea of what this is going to cost you. If you're 60 today, you might need long-term care at, 85, 90 years old, maybe at the earliest.
Yep.
Okay, so you got, 25 years? 25 years of inflation? If it's already costing $10,000 a month now, if you don't plan for this, it's going to be the number one wrecking ball towards all retirement plans that don't have a solution for it.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. That's a big one. Also, there's a lot of talk about Social Security, and most folks that we talk to just assume like, hey, my Social Security benefit is $3,500 a month, and I'm going to get that, starting at this age when I file, and I'm going to get that. I'm just going to run it for the duration, whether I live to age 85 or 95 or 105. And that may be true. I hope it's true. But at the same time,
they're also telling us it probably won't be true.
Correct. Now, I'm a little bit, my personal stance is we can't afford to let Social Security go bankrupt. So what are they going to do? They're just going to tax all of us more to keep it afloat. Correct. That's my opinion.
Yep.
It's not going to go under. Every single one of us is just going to pay more in taxes until whatever the discrepancy, the delta is that Social Security and other entitlement funds need. That's the way that's going to go. But
which means they're getting it from you
correct.
One way or another.
That's what I'm just going to say. So whether or not your Social Security benefit goes down or they just tax it heavier, it's the same end result. And so doing some stress testing on your portfolio for things like that may go under the radar. It's easy, or it's common, I should say, to stress test market volatility and interest rates and inflation. But have you stress tested the cost of potential long-term care? Have you stress tested what the plan B is for what happens with Social Security? If you haven't, give us a call, 770-741-0120 or retireatlradio.com.
It's part of our process. We do it every single time as a part of our kind of introductory process. We take you through a series of stages. You don't have to come in with all the answers. You don't have to come in with all the right questions. You don't have to come in with a crystal clear picture of exactly what you want. You just have to show up. You just have to invest some time with us, and we will walk you through a process where we will show you what's possible for you given your situation, and we'll give you some really good questions to start asking. Again, 770-741-0120. This also makes me think, Aaron, about Social Security. Occasionally, someone will come into the office and they will not like the idea of like guaranteed income. Mm-hmm. And specifically what I'm talking about would be like a guaranteed income annuity.
Oh, no, you said it.
I did say it, yeah. But they love Social Security. Right. They love the fact that they're getting a Social Security check.
I wish I had a pension.
Yep. Okay. You're reading my mind. You got to stop doing that.
Okay. Y'all should work together.
We should. We should be friends.
Yeah, we should.
That'd be nice if we were friends.
We'll start there.
Yeah. Okay. So they love their Social Security check. They wish they had a pension, but they hate guaranteed income annuities, which let's just slow
let's
down.
Let's all laugh for a second at ourselves. Let's all just laugh at ourselves for a second.
Aren't we all that way?
Yes.
I mean, we're all that way in some form or fashion, in some area of life. That's all of us to a T. And we laugh because we kind of see behind the curtain and we're like, that's silly. Like, come on, guys, this is silly. Let's get past this. But talking about living to 100, talking about having a plan for long-term care, man, the people that are living longer than they think are the ones who absolutely love their guaranteed income annuities because they just know I don't have to ever worry about this right here, as opposed to Social Security. It's like, yeah, I have it now, but there's a part of me that's kind of like always looking over my shoulder. Like, are you going to take it away? Are you going to reduce my benefits? Are you going to tax me more? With a guaranteed income annuity, it's a pension that's guaranteed by the insurance company. They're not going to reduce it. It's not going to go away. They're not going to tax it more. It is what it is. And so, man, if you have longevity in your family, and you are not seriously considering layering in additional streams of guaranteed income, I would just encourage you to maybe rethink that, look at it one more time, see if it's something that can actually be a huge benefit to your situation.
So as you talk about income for life with the help of an annuity, and you just mentioned that the insurance companies, they're going to be here for you. You signed up for this. But is there going to be a day when, as we started this conversation about how people are living longer, where these insurance companies are going to start saying, man, we didn't think life was going to be 105, 108 years old. We're having to pay more and more out. Are there going to start being some restrictions, some asterisks? Are there going to start being some, limitations?
Absolutely.
To how an annuity will benefit us?
I think so. If I'm the CEO of ABC Insurance Company and I see that people are starting to live longer and longer and longer. Listen, this has already happened in the long-term care market. I think I've told the story. Like, my parents have seen, they have long-term care policies, the old school traditional long-term care policies that hardly anybody has anymore, with an inflation protection rider on there. Several years ago, they each got premium increase notices. Premium increase notices. That's not what you want to receive in the mail, by the way. A premium increase notice. It said, hey, you've got this great policy. It's got this inflation rider. If you want to keep the inflation rider, we're going to need 100% increase in your premium. It was over 100% increase. My mom's was higher than my dad's because she's probably going to live longer, right? And so they penalize the ladies a little bit more because they're going to live longer. Well, that's already happening in the long-term care market, which is why you need a solution for that. There are some solutions where you don't have to subject yourself to premium increases. You need a solution for that. But at some point, yes, it's going to make its way to some of these other products. But the good news is, Aaron just pointed at me like he's waiting.
I was hoping you were going to get to the punch.
Why don't you? We haven't talked about this, but you go ahead and give the good news.
Well, let's say it. Let's see if I'm actually reading your mind.
Okay, let's see. This would be 2 for 2 if you do.
Here's the good news: is that if you buy an annuity contract today, guess what? I just said the word contract, and that is what it is, and it can't change. If it guarantees a certain income for the rest of your life, there's different ways to build these. You can do them for 10 years. You can do them for a certain number of years. You can do them for however long you live. That's part of the making sure you're with a good advisor to help you navigate what's the best one for you. But let's just pretend that those changes do happen. Costs increase and CEO of ABC Insurance Company says, we got to respond to these changes. that only takes effect for any new contracts provided after that decision was made. They can't go back and retroactive yours because you got that before the change was made.
And
so
it's a contract.
it's a guarantee, like in the truest sense of the term.
Let's take it one step further.
Okay.
ABC Insurance Company goes out of business. We get this question sometimes. Well, what if they go out of business?
How good is that guarantee
How good is
anyway?
that guarantee? They go out of business, they can't pay me. Well, here's what happens. When they go out of business, quote unquote, what that means is they are not holding enough cash to back the guarantees that they've made. An insurance company, by its very nature, is a cash-rich company. Let's juxtapose that to a bank. A bank is not a cash-rich company. A bank is a debt-holding company. When you give the bank your dollars, they don't hold it in the vault. They loan it out 10 times over. If you deposit $1 million in the bank and you go in a week later and say, give me my $1 million back, they're going to be like, whoa, hold on. We just underwrote $10 million worth of loans. We don't have your $1 million. You got to let us piece this together and give us some time. If you give $1 million to an insurance company, they have to hold $1 million in cash for you because they're writing contracts and those contracts are guaranteed. So even in the event of an insurance company going, quote unquote, bankrupt, what that means is they're not holding enough cash to back all of their guarantees, but they still have more cash than just about everybody else. And so what happens is they go up for auction and XYZ insurance company sees, ABC's having a reserve problem. They don't have enough cash on hand and they can't raise it. That's a cash-rich company. Let's buy it. Okay, so now you're a client. You had ABC guaranteed income annuity, and you're worried that what happens when it goes under? I'm going to lose all my money. XYZ steps in.
We got you.
They put XYZ insurance company on the top of your contract. They can't change it. They can't modify it. The only thing that changes is your 800 number. Your income keeps getting paid out for as long as it's supposed to be paid out at the exact same schedule with the exact same contract.
Let me give a disclaimer. I love these things, and I think that probably most people should have something like this in their portfolio. Having said that, not all of our clients do. And some of our clients or even people that come in to talk to us say, listen, I don't want to talk about that. I listen to Dave Ramsey or someone else. It doesn't matter to me. And I just fundamentally disagree with those. And we say, great, look, this is your money. Our job is simply to educate you. We have got to educate you and act in your best interest. It's my job to make sure that you know that this is an option for you. And if you opt out of it, great, no problem. We can solve this problem a different way or try to. So I don't want to make it sound like this is on the menu, and if you want to be one of our clients or you want to come talk to us for a free second opinion that we're going to try to, no, that's not the case at all. But we will be educating you on all your options, including these.
But do you have pensions?
But I don't want that, but I want a pension.
Yeah.
Give me that number one more time, how to reach out to you and the team at the Vincent Financial Group.
770-741-0120. We've got folks ready to talk to you right now.
RetireATLradio.com. We invite you to spend some time on the homepage. From there, you can stream the Retire ATL podcast, this weekend show, plus a full archive, celebrity interviews, specialty shows, and much, much more. All commercial free from the homepage at RetireATLradio.com. We got a couple of minutes left right here. It's something I want to get into, especially this time of the year. People really thinking about revamping their portfolio, getting that second opinion, maybe about an annuity, maybe about their overall retirement strategy. If we want to take advantage of that second opinion service, what does that look like? And what's the big reason why people are giving you a call?
Yeah, most of the time people are calling because they just have a feeling in their gut that something's just not quite right. I'm either not getting all the information, I'm unhappy with my service, they're not proactive, I'm the one that's I feel like I hired someone and now I'm doing the work.
Right.
Man, trust me, nobody hates that more than me. That's the worst. You feel like you're offloading a responsibility, you find someone that you can trust, and then it's like, oh, I just have more work for myself. I don't like this. There's all kinds of reasons that people come in, but what I want you to know is that when you do, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't even have to have all of your statements. You just need to be willing to invest some time with us where we can walk you through our process. We will give you great questions to think about, and we will shepherd you through this retirement planning process if you're in that retirement planning window. 770-741-0120 is how you get started.
Another conversation we've had more recently than ever is, because every now and then we'll talk about annuities on the radio. And at the risk of us getting lumped into the category of the dirtbag, like annuity salespeople, that's not us. At that risk, we still talk about
How dare
them
you?
because it's important for people to know what's out there and know the pros and cons, and then they can make the decision on what's better. But so since we've been bringing this up kind of boldly and just saying it like it is, some people, we don't like this, but some advisors out there, I'm using air quotes that you can't see, advisors, they kind of trick you with the terminology. They'll say things like your own personal pension. So they don't say the word annuity, they kind of shroud it, or a fixed indexed product. And, if you know that's really an annuity. They just don't want to say it.
This is a safe indexed account.
Yeah. We just say, look, this is an annuity. And let me tell you about it. But we've gotten a few calls recently, and the people have said, hey, I got a question for you. You mentioned annuities. So I'm wondering, I think I've got a bad annuity. I bought one 8 years ago or 12 years ago or 15 years ago, and I wonder if I've got a bad one.
Or even 4 years ago.
Yeah. I don't think I like it. Can you tell me if that? And I'm like, I love that conversation because, yes, we can tell you. And for the record, there are lots of annuities that we wouldn't touch for anything. So be careful. But that's a common question, too. You mentioned some very good ones. Some of those are, can I get out of my annuity that I have I don't want? Yes.
And just to put it out there, as an investment advisor representatives, Aaron Vincent, Matthew Decker, they have a fiduciary responsibility to act in their clients' best interest when offering or recommending investment advisory products and services. As investment advisor representatives, they're obligated to disclose any conflicts of interest when offering investment products. Basically, they're going to put your needs above their own.
We have to, and we're required to in all the ways you just described, Mark. But one step farther is both Matt and I are certified financial planners, CFPs. And so the fiduciary standard and sort of the audits that happen and the kind of the requirements there are even stricter than what FINRA or the SEC would require. And so we say that, with our chest. We like it. Proud of that.
770-741-0120. Again, 770-741-0120. You've done a great job. You have a solid savings account, a strong 401k. You're lucky to have a pension, but you just have questions. Where am I? Reach out to the team at the Vincent Financial Group for that initial no cost, no obligation consultation. 770-741-0120.
Insurance products are offered through the Insurance Business Advanced Planning Group. Vincent Financial Group is an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. IPW does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Advanced Planning Group are not subject to investment advisor requirements. Advanced Planning Group and IPW are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be constructed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual situation. Vincent Financial Group is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained by sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Vincent Financial Group. This podcast is a paid placement.